Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. I'm going to share with you today 7 travel mistakes that older women often make. And I'm probably going to overshare with you a bit about how I travel. Now, I'm actually off on a journey fairly soon, and I wanted to, while I had it in my mind, do this video because I've got things I want to show you. It's just my style. I mean, this is my way, so please don't feel like you need to even feel like this is an ideal way. And in fact, some of it contradicts an article that was written by one of our bloggers, Michelle Vosberg, and in it she goes through 7 different things that she feels are, important mistakes that we often make. So let's start at the beginning. Start with luggage. We overpack. We know we do this. I'm taking, it's a carry-on size bag, but I know I'm going to have to check it because it's heavy. And this is a big mistake that a lot of travelers make, is that they think that they're going to fit everything into this small suitcase. They get to the airport, they weigh it, and they say, sorry, it has to be checked. And you went to all the trouble of putting things into little containers and small everything, and then you have to check it. So I'm carrying a carry-on bag, but Michelle just remind us that if we can travel lighter, it's not just for the airport or the train or whatever. It's just when we get there, being able to go on the metro or go on buses, anywhere that we need to get to our destination. It helps if you carry a lot. If you're carrying light. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, and by the way, there's some things we can control and some things that we cannot control, right? So we can't control the weather, we can't control plane cancellations or any of these things. And I'm not considering those as mistakes in any way, because anything that happens that means we have to take an alternative plan or we have to do something a little bit different, then that's not our mistake, is it? It's just what it is. Now, I'm noticing a shadow here today. I think it's because our sky is really dark and I'm using lighting because it's winter, and I don't know, I don't have a fancy studio here behind me, but anyway, hopefully it's not distracting. But anywho, the next thing is your bag, your carry-on or your wallet or your purse. Now, a lot of people carry a big bag and they put lots of stuff in it, and that's their bag. Now, I have a backpack that I take with me whenever I travel, and that's where everything goes. My iPad, my my makeup that I need, my medicines, my what else is in there? Oh, just everything that you might need on the plane, some food, water, or water bottle that you can refill when you get to the other side, the whole deal. But that's in my backpack. But I'm talking about your purse, the thing that you wear around you. Now, this is what I use. It's tiny. One of the things that Michelle talks about is RFID protection. She talks about making sure that your bag is protected so that your straps can't be cut, that people can't scan your bag and get your credit card information. And I know that people can get information from your wallet and from your purse. But I personally decided that I'm going to have a crossover bag, which is going to be so close to my body all the time that I'm never going to have that situation. If someone's trying to scan something, they'll have to come pretty close to me to get it. So this is the bag that I take. It's a very affordable bag. It's made out of waterproof, loose material. It's not like a stiff material. It's not leather. It's got 3 compartments to it. Now the back, and I'll show you what's in there, shall I? Because it's actually this is my go-to travel bag. In the back section, I've got several different things. I'm just going to take them out and show you because it's just way too much information, but this is what I've got in the back. Now, it doesn't look like it would fit in there, but they're all little things, and I've got them in little tiny plastic containers I purchased on Temu, actually. I don't know where you can buy them, but they're actually meant for jewelry. But I put, this has got my emergency pills, like one of everything if I need it, if I lost my my bag. It's got enough for 10 days. This is actually interesting. This is a little book with pictures of my family. It's got like a collage that I put together. And also this is a little book, I don't know if you can see it. It's a tiny little book that's got my phone numbers. It's got well, not passwords, but things that will give me tips if I like logging in somewhere. It's got everything inside this teeny little book that I put, and it's inside a plastic container too. Spare one. Here we go. This is some euros. I'm keeping them in this section here, apart from my wallet, because I won't need those until I get to my destination. But I've got some spare, like low currency money, like 10 euros, so I can pay a taxi driver, or if I need to go use the toilet or whatever, and they need cash, I'm going to have cash. And then this is my mask. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not wearing that much of a mask anymore because I've just got my 5th COVID shot. Personally, I feel very prepared. But you might get to a place where you need a mask, and I always put one in there. So that's what's in the back section of my purse. By the way, it's got a little strap on the back of this, so you could put it over a belt if you didn't want to put it around your shoulders. That's in the back section. Have I got anything else in there? Oh, of course, my money. I've got this is my wallet, but I don't actually only have one credit card in here. This is my super card for groceries, but I won't show you the rest. But that's where I keep about 3 credit cards, my health card, and it's a very thin little book. That's everything that goes in the back section. It's quite big. I mean, it expands, right? In the next section is my phone. That's where my phone goes. It's got its own zipper, so there's a zipper on each of those sections. So my phone goes in that middle part, nothing else. Oh, actually, I think I have got one thing in there, which you're going to laugh, I think, when I show it to you. It's a little microfiber for cleaning my phone. I know, I'm so obsessed with little silly things like this, but it actually comes in so handy because you don't want to be, your phone needs wiping. What do you do? The front part is where I keep 3 or 4 things. It's just it's a smaller size. Like these are bigger at the back, can you see? And then this is a smaller size. But this is what I've got in that section. I have got some wipes for my phone and my glasses. I have got some perfume. It's my favorite perfume, but I just keep a teeny little amount in there. And there's nothing that cheers me up when I'm sitting, like if I'm waiting for something, or if I'm, something's been delayed or whatever. Just putting a scent on my body, it just brings me to life. It's just so funny. That's my hand sanitizer. So I keep my hand sanitizer, my wipes, my perfume, just little things. And also I keep one, if I can dig in here and get it, tube of lipstick. So I've got lipstick, that's all the makeup I've got in this little bag, but I've got everything I need in this bag. And I just put it over my shoulder. It's very thin, a thin strap, so it doesn't bother me. It's like very close, and I just keep it on me the whole time. I hardly ever take this off. So having that, not having to put my bag down, not having my purse down, this is my lifesaver. And I wanted to share that with you and go through all the detail, because when you travel, if you don't have this kind of, for me, detail thought through, you're going to forget something. Okay, so our oversized wallet, oversized baggage, RFID is what Michelle recommends. She recommends you don't take a tote bag that doesn't have a zipper on the top. If you're having like a backpack or something else to carry your stuff in, always have a tote with a zipper. Don't just stuff things in top of a zipper or top of a tote bag. Super, super easy for someone to take that out. That's another mistake she feels people make. Of course, decanting your liquids, being prepared when you get to TSA. If you are flying, if you're on a train, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're flying, make sure that you get everything decanted. Think of things like art supplies. I was just reading a story about an artist who got stopped at TSA because they wouldn't let her get through with her paints. I mean, it had a happy ending because apparently one of the TSA guys was so upset that that she couldn't get through with their paints. He actually was able to check when she was coming back, which flight. I guess TSA has that access, and they waited for her and gave her art stuff back. I know, well, they're all just security anyway. They're all, you're protected. Anywho, another thing that Michelle mentions is, so be prepared for liquids. Decant stuff into small samples or travel sizes. Know what you're dealing with and be prepared. They will take away your stuff. You know this. The next thing is about ATM machines. Now you notice that one of my things that I took was a low denomination of money. I pay for most of my things now with my phone, and that's another whole story because I actually only have 2 cards on my phone, and they're debit cards because or credit cards with a limit. Excuse me, 1 credit card with a limit and 1 debit card, and that way I can't go over. My bank will stop if anybody steals those cards, but they're on my phone to be used, and I can top them up remotely on my with my phone. So that's, I think, the main things that she mentions. Small denominations. Oh, waterproof cosmetics bags is another thing that Michelle mentions. Don't if you're putting cosmetics even in your packed luggage or your checked luggage, make sure that it's in waterproof bags, because yes, it happened to me once. Shampoo, not fun, trying to get shampoo off of everything, but it can happen. But these are like 7 or so mistakes that you can make when you're traveling. I say mistakes or kind of guidelines, but what I think was interesting, hopefully you found, was how my carry-on bag is put together, because I've got one of my little cabochons attached to it for good luck. But all the things that I need, pictures of my family. Oh, I do actually, there was one other thing I was going to show you. I keep whenever I travel, I wear cargo pants. So I keep my passport and copies of my other, like my passport, my other currencies. I keep it in here, and that goes in my pocket, in my cargo pants, all the time. Doesn't leave me all the time. I also carry a wristlet. And I think I've talked about these before, but these are kind of cool. I put, again, one piece of paper with different phone numbers, important things. I keep some currency in there, so if I lost everything else, I'd have something on my wrist. And I'm probably being a little bit overprotective, like over planning, but I just like to be like sure that I've got something on my body at all times, never going to leave me, something that's got my main important things, and just just feel like I can walk comfortably without worrying about where the bag is. I also carry a locket. And this actually goes around my neck usually when I travel. And in that locket is a little folder, as a tiny, tiny piece of paper with pictures of all my family, all my grandkids, my family. And I wear that. I bought this it's like a vintage one. It's kind of unusual. They don't find them too much to open. That's kind of a unique little feature. But I take it with me, and it's my reminder that what's important to me in my life, despite where I am in the world. I hope that this has been useful. I really have enjoyed doing it. I hope that you have safe travels if you're going anywhere over the holidays, and just maybe these have been helpful, not mistakes, but just things to consider. Okay? Take good care, everybody. Lots of love.